Alright, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you once again this Friday morning, 11:52 a.m. A second video in one day. It's crazy. See what happens when I take a day off? I get all kinds of shit done. I'm also prepping for my Pathfinder game tonight, 2nd edition Pathfinder. We're doing the Age of Ashes thing. I don't record that. I know my players are down with it, but we've started using Foundry, and I'm still learning, so I don't want to get too deep into it, and I don't want to say mess it up, but do it wrong or whatever, so to speak. So today, just a quick video. Hopefully, won't go too long. I tend to babble. I know I do, but I wanted to bring your guys' attention to a really cool Kickstarter. And since we talked a little bit about Kickstarters in the resources video that I just uploaded, and thanks everybody for watching, I have to give let me see here. Hold on. Bear with me 1 second. Paragon Lost. I think I gave him a shout out. He posted a really cool comment and everything, and we had a discussion, and for some reason YouTube decided to delete it. Don't know what happened. Don't know why it got deleted, but Paragon Lost, thank you, sir, for posting and everything. I appreciate it. It means a lot. And thanks for subscribing and everything. So Coyote and Crow, the role-playing game. I just wanted to give a quick shout out. Like I said, a lot of you may or may not know that I am part Native American. And finally, at the age of almost 54, I can finally grow a beard. Up until last year, I couldn't grow a beard to save my life. So it's finally, and it's still not the greatest beard in the world, but hey, I like it. Anybody who knows anything about Native Americans, we don't have a whole lot of body hair. So unfortunately, I got the German side where I have a lot of body hair. Too much information, I know, but I do get the long hair. And my mother was raised on the reservation, and I spent a lot of time in Oklahoma City on the reservation as a wee lad. So this is very near and dear to my heart. The Kickstarter is going gangbusters, $268,268. That's pretty funny. 4,032 backers. I am one of them. I did back it at the $50 level. They have another. Ooh, it just went up. They have a couple of different options. I'm going to put a link to the Kickstarter and the doobly-doo down below. But this is basically, it's a role-playing game. It is a D12 dice pool system, kind of similar to Vampire. You're going to have you're going to formulate a dice pool based off of your stats and attributes and characteristics and traits on your character sheet, and then the GM's going to give you a target number, and you're going to roll those D12s looking for whatever the target number is, and then however many dice come up equal or greater than that target number means you succeed, and you'll need X number of successes to succeed at the task you're doing. What's really cool about this is a number of things. It's an all Native American design team, which is super cool in and of itself. I think that is it boggles my mind in this day and age. Everybody knows the plight that Native Americans have had. There's no need to reiterate all that, but I think this is something nice, and it's supporting the Native community, which I'm all for. And if I can do a little bit to help promote it, I've already posted on my Discord channel, and I've got at least 2, or actually 3 of my followers on Discord. 2 of them have said they already backed it, and 1's going to back it. So hey, there's 3 more backers right there, which is awesome. So it's a science fantasy role-playing game set in an uncolonized future, funded in 45 minutes. How freaking awesome is that? And what's cool about this is Columbus never set sail, never landed in the Americas. And so the natives were left to grow as indigenous people and develop as they wanted. And, this is a futuristic game, but they do go in the past and describe about what happened and how North America developed the way it did. So I think that's very cool. I like the die mechanic. I'm a big fan of dice pool systems. I'm a big fan of systems that use D12s. What is it? Cracked Monocle. I can't think of the game right off the top of my head. I never have these things out when I need them. I have too many games. Never thought I'd never thought I'd actually ever say that. But I can't find the game. Oh, Tefra. Tefra uses D12s. Very cool dice system as well. I do have a review of it in the library, so feel free to go check it out. But I wanted to bring some awareness and attention to this because I think it's a super cool thing. It's going for a very positive to help support the Native American community. And what's nice is they have a pledge level that you buy the book. There's two different pledge levels. You can buy the book and buy an extra copy, which they will send to a reservation library, which is super cool. It gives the kids and the young people and even older people. Hell, I'm almost 54 and I'm still role playing, so it gives people something to do. The other option they have, and if you do that pledge, you still get the PDF copy for yourself. So they have you buy two books, one of them goes to the reservation, or you buy one book and the hard copy goes to the library and the PDF goes to you. And if that's not your deal, if you can't really, you want the physical book, but you don't have enough finances to support a physical book going to the reservation library, you can just do a normal warrior donation, which is you get the hard copy and the PDF of the book. And there's no harm, no foul. You're still supporting the Kickstarter, which is basically awesome. So really cool to see this. There's a Roll20 exclusive package. I'm hoping they will open it up to like Foundry and Astral and Fantasy Ground, the other VTTs out there. I do understand that requires extra work and extra effort for everybody involved, and there may be some licensing issues they have to work out with those respective holders of those products. But yeah, super cool ledges. You can check out the pledge levels here. Do what you want. Like I said, created by a team led by Native Americans and including Native Americans. So it's really cool. The art, I think, is just phenomenal. Look at that. That is amazing art. I think it's really solid. I can't say enough good stuff about the art. There's the map. This is also, they've reached the stretch goal where this map is going to be included as I think a fold-out poster map. Hopefully they might give some like cloth editions or options later. But the Kickstarter is going gangbuster. Character sheets looking pretty good. I'm sure they're going to tweak it a little bit more. There's like a page layout. So a lot of cool stuff. Your archetypes, there's going to be 6 archetypes. So we only know of 3 so far: the Tinkerer, the Warrior, and the Whisperer. And then you have paths, and these are basically your animals that help you define what extra human abilities that you're able to choose from. So we can see we got the beaver, an elk or a deer, and then a spider, I'm assuming. So the beaver, the stag, and the spider. So who should play? Well, anybody can play. It's a role-playing game. Obviously, it's geared, the concept and the ideology behind it is all Native American. It's going to be inspired by that. But, if you're a white guy in Sheboygan, you can play this game. If you're Jewish, if you're Catholic, it doesn't matter. It's a role-playing game. We try to put these boundaries on people. We don't need to do that. It's a role-playing game. If it interests you, play it, have fun. The bottom line, you do it at the end of the day. Everybody walks away from the table or the video screen nowadays because it's all virtual. And you say, man, that was fun. I had a good time. You can bet your bottom dollar Mr. Mean is going to be playing this. I'm very excited about it. So the art, like I said, there's a couple of different things. It's amazing. They're integrated with Roll20. So again, super cool art. Here's the crew that's behind it. Creative designer and a taker of responsibility in the end, Connor Alexander. He's part of the Cherokee Nation. So shout out to him for putting this project together, and for all the Derek Pounds, William McKay, Coyote, Owlbear, all the different tribes they list. And what I love is the diversity in the names. Julian Donley is Metis Cree, Roan Horse, that's a very Indian sounding name, but Forbes, Elijah Forbes, Wiganesking and Otawak, that sounds like a white guy to me. John Polak, no one would ever know by my name that I am of native descent. Polak is German, it's Anglo-Saxon German name. So my dad was German, my mom was Native American. My mom's native name is Eskew, so Eskew. So it's And sadly, the Osage tribe is dying out. Our language is very few people speak it. I only know a couple of words, and I wish I knew more. But I have no one to teach me, and there's no resources that I'm aware of that will allow me to learn the language better. It is a complex language. But that being said, that's not an excuse. That's just the reality. But I took my son to the Native American Museum up in Minnesota when we drove through, and it was nice to see that there were some Osage artifacts and stuff there. It was really cool to see it. It brought a tear to my eye, to be honest. And I donated to the museum to help with their cause, because museums are super cool and it's all we have left. So, but getting back to the Kickstarter, you can see they have knocked the stretch goals out of the park. They're going to announce some new stretch goals on the 10th, so in 5 more days. If you go on the Kickstarter site, there's an interview with RPG designer at Gen Con, and then there's a couple other things. So they've gotten a little bit of press, and I'm really excited for it. So I hope you guys will find it in your heart and in your wallet to back this, and let's make it gangbusters. I'm definitely going to be running this, whether I run it on Foundry or if I run it through Discord or whatever, but it is definitely interesting to me to run, and I'm going to definitely play it. I think what I'm going to do is, I don't think they're going to mind if I play it. If they say I'll cut this portion of the video out, but I'm going to let this play. Actually, no, I'm not going to. You guys can go to the website. That'll give them more traffic, and that'll help them out, and it might encourage you to subscribe or to back the Kickstarter as well. So just wanted to give a quick shout out. As always, like and subscribe. Thumbs if you liked it. Subs if you loved it. Yes, I did steal that from another website, but I think it's a very cool thing. All the links will be down in the doobly-doo, and I hope you guys are able to back the Kickstarter. It's got I think 27 more days to go, so it just fired open and it's going gangbusters. So there's going to be more stretch goals. You're definitely going to get your bang for your buck. And I think everybody will enjoy. And I think it's a fresh take on role-playing games. I don't think we've seen something quite like this in a while. So I think it'll give you a little something extra to enjoy and hopefully have fun with, and maybe impart some knowledge to people about Native Americans and what's going on with them, and to see a Native Americans take on the role-playing genre, which I think is super cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video real quick, and like I said, thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it, subscribe, hit me up on Patreon. You can help out the channel. Hit me up on Discord. There's a link in the doobly-doo. And as always, peace and hair grease. And remember, Mr. Mean says be nice.